everybody, it's me, Donna, also known as Noodly Bits. Just want to let you guys know where I've been the last couple of weeks. I was at work a week from Thursday. We do stretches before we start our shift. They say, you know, it's a stretch so you don't hurt yourself. Well, I hurt myself stretching. We have neck stretches where we turn one way and then we turn the other. Well, I turned one way, my neck cracked about 3 times. I turned it the other way, and I felt a little ping, I guess you'd call it, where it seemed like, you know, like you pinched a nerve or something. You know, it was felt like almost like an electrical shock, and you know, started on my neck and just kind of sat there for a while. And so I figured I'd try to work, you know. Took a couple ibuprofens I always keep in my pocket because of my back problems. But by my first break, 2 hours in, I had a headache. By lunchtime, I was in so much pain I could almost barely walk. So I told my supervisor after lunch I couldn't stay, and I went home early. Friday was pretty much the head and neck pain. It was starting to move down my spine into my back, but it wasn't too bad. By overnight, between Friday and Saturday, every part of my body hurt. My neck, my head, my bones, my muscles, my arms, my legs, my hips, my feet, you know, so I was in the ER at about 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Was there for a few hours where they did a CAT scan, did some blood work, urinalysis, all that good stuff. They said they couldn't find anything on the CAT scan. Well, you know, I hope they found a brain, but they said there's like no tumors. They couldn't find any, you know, neck injury or anything. So they did give me muscle relaxer and some IV pain medicine while I was in the ER, but they sent me home without a prescription or anything. So I tried to make it through the weekend with ibuprofen, but it was so much pain. Every time I moved, it hurt so bad. I mean, I was like sitting there screaming every time I'd move. So Monday, went to my doctor. She gave me a prescription for Tylenol codeine and Flexeril muscle relaxer. I ended up running out of the Tylenol codeine in about 2 days because it wasn't working. And I was kind of switching between that and either Bayer or Tylenol, over-the-counter strength. So I went back to the doctor again on Wednesday. Yeah, I think it was Wednesday. She gave me a prescription for Norco, and she said out of the results from the blood work at the ER, my white blood cells count was high. She said that indicates an infection somewhere. So she gave me a prescription for or an antibiotic along with Norco painkiller. So I started doing that Wednesday, Thursday. I was still hurting a bit. Friday morning, Friday, Saturday, I was starting to feel a little bit better. But I still pretty much spent the whole weekend, that whole week and the weekend in bed, you know, just trying to sleep and, you know, get healed up. This morning, or by Monday morning, I was feeling a little better. I was able to sit up for a little bit longer and get in my laptop. You know, I visited a couple of lives, so I know people were missing me. I was getting messages on Facebook and you know, checking up on me, and I so appreciate that, you guys. And I appreciate the prayers. Keep them coming, because since I'm going to be out of work until at least the 7th, I'm out of work. So that's going to be 3 weeks with no hours, and also that it'll end up being no paycheck. So just, you know, that, you know, God will provide. You know, He provides for this, you know, the tiniest little bird doesn't have to worry about where his next meal is going to come from. So, and I shouldn't have to either. But I am looking into getting paid out as short-term disability and possibly workman's comp, since this did happen at work. I just have to fill out some forms and things. So we're going to pray about that. There's also a possibility from a previous job I worked at. They do employee stock purchases when you've been there a year, and then you become like an owner of the company. I actually quit that company after about a year and 2 months. So I actually had accumulated enough money in this employee stock options, and I guess last year sometime they sold the company, and so they sold all of our stock options. And I have about $2,000 hopefully be coming from that. According to their website, though, it won't come until the end of September. So I got in touch with them with an email and asked them, any way to send it sooner, because I'm out of work and I kind of really need the money. And then, if we ever get a second stimulus check, that will help too. But I guess they gotta quit fighting over it. Decide what's really important. The American people or California pot farms. So, but I am slowly recovering, feeling a little better right now. I just have a tiny bit of neck stiffness right now, and it's probably TMI, but constipation. So we'll deal with that, and I do have a few videos in the workings. I'm gonna do a tie. I have plans on a tie-dye, and then maybe a little, like 5 things about myself. And that'll be in the works after I'm recovered and everything. So, and I feel better, and then I don't look like such a mess. I've been putting roll-on Biofreeze on my neck, which is suggested by the doctor, and so it's like my hair's full right now as all this Biofreeze, and now I finally feel well enough that I can stand up in the shower, so I can clean myself. So it's right now I'm not the best thing to look at, but I do appreciate all your prayers, and keep praying. All right.